Have you ever found yourself standing in front of the fridge, debating whether to have that extra slice of cheese? You're not alone. Cheese is one of the most beloved foods worldwide, but it often gets a bad rap. Some call it a junk food, loaded with fat and salt, while others praise it as a nutritional powerhouse. So, what's the real story? What actually happens to your body if you eat cheese every single day? Today, we're slicing through the myths and getting to the core of this delicious dilemma. Is cheeky around because the answers might just surprise you. First, let's talk about the good stuff. Cheese is packed with essential nutrients. One of the biggest benefits is its high calcium content. We all know calcium is crucial for strong bones and teeth. A daily serving of cheese can be a fantastic way to meet your calcium needs, helping to prevent conditions like osteoporosis later in life. Think of it as building a solid foundation for your skeleton, one cheesy bite at a time. For example, just an ounce of cheddar can provide about 20% of your daily calcium requirement. That's a pretty efficient way to get this vital mineral, but it's not just about calcium. Cheese is also an excellent source of high-quality protein. Protein is essential for building and repairing tissues, making enzymes and hormones, and it's a critical building block of muscles. If you're active, trying to build muscle, or just want to feel fuller for longer, adding cheese to your meals can be a game. The protein in cheese helps with satiety, which means it keeps you feeling full and satisfied. This can actually help you manage your weight by reducing the urge to snack on less nutritious foods between meals. So, a little cheese on your salad or in your omelette is UNT just for flavor it as, a strategic move for your appetite. Now, let's move on to something you might not expect. Gut health. You've probably heard about probiotics, the friendly bacteria that live in your gut and support your digestive system. Well, certain types of cheese, especially aged unpasteurized ones like Gouda, Gruyere, and some cheddars, are fermented. This fermentation process creates natural probiotics. Eating these cheeses can help introduce beneficial bacteria into your gut, which can improve digestion, boost your immune system, and even have a positive impact on your mood. It's like a tasty treat that also gives your gut a helping hand. So, when you're at the cheese counter, consider trying an aged variety. Your gut will thank you. Beyond the gut, cheese also contains some powerful vitamins. It's a good source of vitamin B12, which is vital for nerve function and the formation of red blood cells. A deficiency in B12 can lead to fatigue and weakness, so getting enough is important for your energy levels. Cheese also provides vitamin A, which is crucial for vision, immune function, and skin health. And let's not forget vitamin K2. This is a less talked about vitamin T, but it plays a critical role in directing calcium to your bones and teeth and away from your arteries, which is incredibly important for heart health. Some of the best sources of K2 are full-fat dairy products, especially cheeses like Brie and Gouda. Okay, so we've covered a lot of positives, but we need to look at the whole picture. What about the concerns? The number one worry for most people is the fat content, specifically saturated fat. For decades, we were told that saturated fat was the enemy, a direct cause of heart disease. However, recent science is starting to paint a more complex picture. Studies are now showing that the saturated fat from dairy products like cheese might not have the same negative effects as saturated fat from processed meats. The cheese matrix, which is the unique structure of nutrients like protein and calcium, seems to change how our bodies process the fat. Some large-scale studies have even found no link or even a slightly lower risk of heart disease and stroke in people who regularly eat cheese in moderation. Of course, in moderation is the key phrase here. Cheese is calorie dense. A small 1-inch cube of cheddar has around 70 calories. If you're not mindful, those calories can add up quickly and lead to weight gain. This is where portion control becomes your best friend. A healthy portion is generally considered to be about 1 to 1.5 ounces per day. That's roughly the size of a pair of dice or your thumb. It's enough to get the flavor and nutritional benefits without overdoing it on the calories and fat. Think of cheese as a powerful flavor enhancer rather than the main event of your meal. A sprinkle of feta on a salad, a slice of provolone in a sandwich, or a small piece of Parmesan grated over pasta can make a huge difference. Another aspect to consider is the sodium content. Cheese can be quite high in salt, which is added during the cheese-making process for flavor and preservation. A high sodium diet is linked to high blood pressure, which is a major risk factor for heart disease and stroke. If you have high blood pressure or have been advised to watch your sodium intake, this is something to be aware of. But don't worry, you don't have to give up cheese entirely. You can opt for lower sodium varieties like fresh mozzarella, goat cheese, or Swiss cheese. Also, reading labels is key. You'd be surprised how much the sodium content can vary between different brands of the same type of cheese. Then there's the issue of lactose intolerance. Lactose is the sugar found in milk, and some people lack the enzyme, lactase, needed to digest it properly. This can lead to bloating, gas, and stomach discomfort after eating dairy. If this sounds like you might think all cheese is off limits, but here's some good news. The cheese-making process actually removes a lot of the lactose. Hard-aged cheeses like cheddar, Parmesan, and Swiss have very little to no lactose and are often well tolerated by people with lactose intolerance. So you may still be able to enjoy cheese without the uncomfortable side effects. It's all about finding the right type for you. So, let's put it all together. Can you eat cheese every day and still be healthy? The answer is a resounding yes, provided you do it intelligently. The key principles are moderation, variety, and mindfulness. Stick to a reasonable portion size, around 1 to 1.5 ounces. Explore different types of cheese to get a wider range of nutrients and flavors. Try some aged cheeses for their probiotic benefits, and be mindful of lower sodium options, if that's a concern for you. Think about how you incorporate it into your diet. Instead of eating a large block of cheese on its own, use it to complement an already healthy meal. Add it to a nutrient-dense salad, sprinkle it over roasted vegetables, or pair it with whole grain crackers and fruit. When you combine cheese with fiber-rich foods, you create a balanced, satisfying meal that will keep you energized and full. In conclusion, cheese is not a villain. It's a complex, nutrient-dense food that can absolutely be part of a healthy daily diet. It provides high-quality protein, essential calcium, and beneficial vitamins and probiotics. The concerns about fat and sodium are valid, but they can be managed with smart choices and portion control. So go ahead and enjoy that piece of cheese without the guilt. Your body, from your bones to your gut, might just thank you for it. What's your favorite way to eat cheese? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear your ideas. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives into the foods we love. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.